Hey, welcome to the replay. Thanks so much for watching. So tonight we're gonna work with a Christmas transfer that I never even used. In my defense, I got it kind of late. It was part of like the promotion from Black Friday. I'm like, what's that called? And it was like a mystery bundle, so you paid like a set price and got random transfers in there. So this one was in there. And I thought, like, I don't really have a lot of Valentine's Day transfers. And I still have like a couple of little things. I mean, I know it's like it's like in a few days basically, but I never really like decorate like for myself. So, you know, I just want to get a couple more things in. So I just want to put up on the screen. So tomorrow the new catalog is launching. And so that's what the catalog looks like. Let me tell you, there are so many things that are, there's like something for everybody in there. Whether you are, I shared like I shared the catalog, but I shared, I can't even use my words tonight. I shared, wow, a couple pictures. Oh my gosh, from the new stuff, and there's there's like gardening things. Let me tell you, there's like a butterfly. That is probably the thing I'm like the most excited about, and I really really want to get. I have so many ideas for that, and but yeah, there's like reading. There's so many ones for the kitchen. There's a couple that are for the kitchen that I'm gonna get because again, I have access to all this stuff, and what is up at our house? Nothing. So I have to get some decorations going. So before I kind of start the project, so I'll just tell you what I'm using first. So these are the simple shapes. They come as a set of 4, like that's 2 round ones and 2 square. So these are like the same kind of, it's like, like a faux wood, but they do feel like wood. I mean, they're probably some kind of like particle board, and then they have like this wood finish. And you can sand the edges. You can, you can paint them, whatever you want to do. And then they sell these, which these are little like stands for them, so that you can use these. But you could also, oops, I have it backwards. You could also, put holes in them, attach them onto, baskets or, whatever you want. So yeah, but what we're going to do is we're going to use a rectangle. Oh my God. There's also a rectangle. That's what I was trying to say. But we're going to use a square. And I don't know why maybe because I haven't been live in a while. I can't find my words. So we have some like prepping to do first. But like this is kind of boring. I don't know. And I feel like I brought our little piece that we did last time, our truck. So we want to coordinate everything. You know what it is? I have so many, I want to tell you like all the things. And so, but I know how that to go on to a live and the person's like, oh my God, da, 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 da. That's what's happening in my head right now. So that's going on in there. And then I'm trying to just, get some words out, and it's just not working. So we're going to keep with our same kind of colors. So these are the colors we've been using for all of our Valentine's display pieces that we've done. And then this time we're going to add in a little black. Obviously, we're not going to add white because it's not going to show up. And I just happen to have some paint that is, that's not quite the same, but this is from when we did the first project. We had the painted beads to go with that. So I don't know, we might use some beads. We'll see. But this is kind of, I don't want to say it's ugly, but you know, kind of is. So I'm just gonna do like a quick coat on it. So if it doesn't come out like, you know, like really nice. Oh, sorry, I forgot to take that off. All that little fancy stuff. Yeah, so if it doesn't look like great, like if it's like splotchy or, you know, I don't know, I'll go back and fix it. So this is just like I don't know, probably like MDF would be what this is. So it really kind of like soaks in the paint. Now I wish, I do have a little piece of foil. So little pieces of foil make great little paint trays because it's just, I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it. Let's scrape that off. I just wanted to do this so I wasn't getting it like all over my table. Okay. Regroup here. You can like kind of paint with watered down paste, but because this is a, you know, it's dark, we would be here, you know, I don't want to say be here forever painting it, but we would. Oh yeah, that's better. With a little bit of water in it, just helps it kind of go a little quicker. Yeah, the chalk paste is really great for painting on like if we were painting like on the white surface. I just feel like it needs it. You'd be putting a lot more coats. But it's nice if you want you want to have a color like coordinate like perfectly, obviously. I'm going to try to do this without getting it all over my fingers. And again, definitely this is going to need 2 coats, but we're not going to worry about that because we got stuff to do. I probably should have looked what was the front and what was the back. You could even, once you paint this, you could chalk a little, depending on what transfer you're using, you could chalk a little design on here, especially like the board and base ones. So the ones that have the little 5x7 piece like that comes with the little holder in the piece. Oops. Okay. And just be careful. You don't want to really get too much paint like in the little groove because then you might have trouble getting your little piece of wood to sit in there. All right, so I just want to make sure that I don't have any big old globs of paint or drips or anything. And I'm going to make a promise that I'm going to wash that brush out because I am like the worst. Okay, so we have our little piece right there. Actually, it looks pretty bright on camera, but in person it looks a little blah. Right, I'm just going to move this out of the way. I'm going to put this right over here so I remember to go wash it because I am the worst. I can't tell you. I just threw a paintbrush away a couple minutes ago. And it was like one of my favorite ones. Okay, so because I haven't used this transfer, we're going to cut it apart. Now you can go and you can cut right through this, right on your lines if you'd like to. Sorry. So I always bring a drink with me. It's like between being freezing and coughing. It's like, ugh, ready for summer. And I just kind of line it up and then just kind of go through. And just be, I mean, on a transfer like this, it's not a big deal, but just be really careful. I know like last year, I'm pretty sure I was live and I was cutting a large transfer and I'm like, oh, it's so easy. And I'm like, right into the design. I was like, oh, seriously? I mean, I can still use it, but like, yeah, it's like, idiot moment. And I apologize, that's kind of an obnoxious noise. It's like a broken zipper or something. Okay, so we are going to be using this piece here. Obviously not, mistletoe. But what I like to do when I'm buying transfers, now this one, like I said, it was part of a mystery bundle. I like to think, because, I'm kind of cheap, what else can I use this for? Unless it's something I really love. I mean, this is really cute. But I do have another transfer from when I first started that has mistletoe on it. So it's like, did I need another one? No, but I thought how cute is this with, Valentine's Day? And, so I would have probably bought this anyway. But, and not just that, but it's also good for St. Patrick's Day. We're actually going to do the other side of this, I don't know, maybe next week. And we'll do it for St. Patrick's Day. So we'll start that little display. And we're starting it early so that I'm not literally putting stuff together at the last second. All right, so we'll have squeegees. So I just have a bunch of squeegees. And first thing we're going to do, because this is one of the wood surfaces, we want to wax it. There is actually a little tiny piece of this little, fuzzing cloth, and it's a circle. So I think it'll fit right in the container. And that comes out tomorrow, and it's exactly for this, for waxing your surfaces. Hold on, so I don't make all the camera shake here. We'll hold it. So all this is doing is kind of putting a barrier between the wood and the chalk paste, and kind of almost filling in some of the unevenness on the wood. And so you just kind of want to put it on there. No, we've only used a little tiny bit. Now I'm folding the cloth, paper towel. I usually do use a cloth when I wax. And then just kind of buffing it in. I'm looking out. I have another camera on as well, so I'm making sure I'm not shaking everything. Okay, so you just want to make sure that it's not sticky, because it's just, and that you don't have any little obviously pieces of it. Chunks of wax, and just kind of make sure it's really worked in there. Oops, I can't hold on to this. And I will tell you, this chocolate wax, which last time when we did that project, I couldn't find it. Well, I couldn't find it because I actually put it away, but I used the other wax that I have, and this works so much better. It's smoother, and it just hold on. I can't talk into. I'm I can't see. I have comments, but I can't see them. Oh, okay. Well, there's comments on YouTube. Hopefully they're not bad because they're not in English. I don't know. I feel like those are all the comments I get on YouTube, or people from somewhere else. Okay. So we just want to make sure we close that back up. And somewhere I chucked the little plastic bag for it. Okay. So this is and you'll feel a difference. Obviously through the camera you can't feel the difference, but I can feel a difference. It's definitely smoother. And now, it's not as big of a deal with this one as the board and base. I swear I had one right by me, but I guess I don't. But you always want to make sure, first of all, you're putting it in the right direction. But these are double-sided, but that doesn't matter. But compensate for your little distance that it fits in there. So just, if you're wanting everything to be measured and perfect, just think about that. But on the actual board and base, I do have one here. Hold on. as long as I don't like fall out of my chair. Okay, so this is the old style pouring vase. So what I was trying to say was like, just think about your design because you're losing that much space. Like it's not as noticeable with those. So like, you know, if you want to have, if you're kind of squeezing something on here, you want to make sure so you're not like cutting off your design. Okay. So now we're just going to take our transfer to the side. And now I just want to fuzz it because it's the first time we're using it. And I don't want it to be stuck forever. All right. I just want to make sure I have the right side. Oops. And just be like mindful if you have any like chunky lint or anything like that on there, that or dog hair, cat hair, any of that kind of stuff. You don't want to mess up your design. So I'm just kind of keeping it a little more to the top and making sure it's centered. And we're just giving it and pressing it down. You don't have to like really press it down, but just enough. So I'm thinking as far as what to do for what color. I usually try to plan that out before I come live, but yeah. Actually, we'll keep it right on here. So the pink, and what's this one is Wild Berry, and this is Peony. Yeah. All right, I'm thinking we'll do, I was trying to think if we should do these two little lines, different colors, or if that would be like, you know, too much. So we'll go with this one, and then, yeah, and then we'll do this in black, I think. Or maybe we'll just do the word free in black, and we'll do, yeah. And we'll do the little lines in pink. We'll do both sets of lines. I don't know why sometimes when I go to like make a decision, it's like, really? Is it life or death? Are you buying a car? Is it? It's just like, I don't know. Oop, a little bit more than that. So this little, my little like Valentine's display, came out really cute. And I already got like a couple things for for St. Patrick's Day. I bought like, so that if you saw the pictures, I don't know, a couple of posts back, the little gumball machine. Just gonna peel that up. Oops, I missed a spot. I have like, I got little gold coins at the Christmas tree shop to put in it. Okay, so I'm just gonna give that like a second just so it kind of sets up. Sometimes when you cut the transfers, like that fabric that's in there, kind of just, you know, makes like little strings. Okay. Oh, I should have done that at the same time. That was kind of dumb, but. So I planned on that little gumball machine of like each, I don't know, like each holiday, like putting some kind of little, you know, trinkety thing in there. So this is what another reason I like cutting the squeegees, because when you're doing like things like this and the colors are close to each other, it makes it nice and easy. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna hold that up for a second. So the reason I do that is because I don't want the paste to start to dry in the transfer. Um, with the newer paste, which some of my, see, I don't even know which ones are new, which ones are old. I know this one is new because I wrote it on there. But because I am not sure, I just kind of, try to be extra careful. But so, like I was gonna say, the newer paste, I think, yeah, the newer paste, they take a little bit longer to dry, so which is good when you're trying to do a project like this. Okay, so we're not like pushing it back down. I just want to make sure right over our letters that we're sealed. And now we'll do 3. I'm like trying to take the littlest bit of paste and it's like not enough. I have like a bad habit of taking too much at a time and then you just end up kind of scooping it all up. So now just make sure I got all the letters. Ooh, right here. I missed one little part. So if you peel it up slowly, I think it's distressing in the transfer. Thought I missed a piece. Yeah, like I was gonna say, if you peel up slowly and you kind of realize like maybe you like missed part of a letter or something, it makes it easier to kind of go back and just like touch it up. Especially when you're inking, because it's sometimes the ink and depending on the material, if it sucks it up quick and you're trying to push it through and all that. So, okay. So there is our little sign. And, this is definitely not dry. I feel like it needs more of that pink though. So, and then that will be there. But we'll just, yeah, this is not dry yet. So I'll just put it in this. Make sure I don't have it all over my fingers. So this is a good project to ease myself back into being live. So there is our little sign. So we'll put this with everything else. And I was trying to think of a way to kind of like incorporate these beads. So we might do that. But so that is it for tonight. So thank you so much for watching. And just remember, I should probably say too, if there are any transfers like this one, that you were thinking about tomorrow, because tomorrow is the launch, it's going to be like the changeover. So some things that are going to be like going away forever. Some are just going to be going away until next winter. So just kind of keep that in mind. So yeah, you'll be able to order the old stuff up until, I would say probably like, to be on the safe side, I would say do it tonight, but like 10:30 my time tomorrow morning, because new stuff is at 11 a.m. my time, or Eastern time. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.